Victor narrowly escaped wild elephants and warthogs, but he's finally arrived at a secluded village in the jungle.
Well,
Victor is here.
what are you waiting for, Kianja? The sun's low enough. The boy's here. Why don't you speak to him?
Satoshi's right. He's only 13. He's got the attention span of a worm.
He doesn't look how I thought he would. He must take after his mother.
You don't have to do this, you know. I know you and Dominic made an agreement about making Victor and I both familiars, but the boy is young. His whole life still stands before him. There's no reason to rush into things. Why don't you get to know him first?
And then, the African beast attacks. He slashes through brave Akim's belly despite his snake armor. Meng Yao screams in terror. Marcus bravely raises his sword to the enemy and commands it to yield. Dominic is, he's checking the pockets of the slain for treasure.
See? The boy already knows me so well.
Yes, quite well indeed, Master Dominic.
And why am I not in this epic imaginary battle?
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll make a big entrance.
And the mighty vampire warrior woman swoons as she runs to take cover, while Marcus and Victor defend the village.
See? There you are, mistress.
Akeem would have loved that.
Don't worry, Meng Yao. Victor the Beast Killer is here to save you. Step aside, Akeem. The savior of Rome is here to protect the Jade Dragon. Victor the Beast Killer grabs a flaming plank from the campfire and swings wildly at the enemy. The fire brushes the flesh of the beast, and he darts back into the jungle from whence he came. Victor has saved the village, and once again proves to be the mighty hero of Rome.
Is that who started the fire here, Victor?
Huh?
Poor form, young one.
How did she do that?
I know. She's even been sneaking up on me lately. She's getting stronger, Satoshi. Darker.
Oh
Strike
my.
forward. Strike hard, strike fast. Excellent. So, you spoke of using fire against the beast of Africa. There was a great fire that broke out here a few weeks ago. Was that also caused by the mighty hero of Rome?
No. I'm not some arsonist.
Come now, boy. I know it was you. I see everything in this city. Why did you do it?
I didn't.
Was it because you were angry? Was it because of your father's death?
Who are you? Why are you covered up like that? I can barely see your face.
I am a friend.
Are you a ghost? Or a shade?
Perhaps I am.
Are you smiling under that veil?
Yes.
It's strange. Kinda creepy.
I am strange, Victor. Does it scare you?
No. Wait, you're the gray woman, aren't you?
Grey woman?
Yes. A horrible, ugly ghost that wanders the streets at night, crying about her dead son or lover or something.
Ugly. You think I'm ugly, Victor?
How do you know my name, anyways? How do you know about my father? What's wrong with you?
I was, badly burned recently.
Oh. From the fire.
No, it was from a different kind of flame.
Well, I mean, even if it was from the fire, it wouldn't have been my fault, so...
You know, Victor, I once knew an orphan boy like you. We became quite close. I was like a mother to him. But you and him are quite different.
Yeah, so what?
Knees bent, Victor. Chin up. There, just like that.
So what happened to him? The orphan? He die or something?
He grew up like all little boys do. He didn't need me anymore. But all little boys need a mother, don't you think, Victor? Wouldn't you like to have a mother?
I don't need anybody, Grey Lady. My father taught me everything I need to know. I'm brave enough and smart enough to make it on my own.
Is that why you steal from the shops? And from your Aunt Drusilla when she isn't looking? Is that what you think it means to be a man? They've been worried about you, you know. Worried you're becoming a little troublemaker. Arms straight out. Good. It made quite a mess. The fire. The Emperor is furious, of course, but it provided much blood and opportunity. The chaos was restorative for some. The culprit might be punished by the powers that be, yet rewarded by others. Which would you prefer, Victor?
But it wasn't me who started the fire, it was an accident, I swear. Sometimes I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time. People think they can control me and make me do things I don't want to do. They tell me I'm weak, so I have to show them. Show them that I'm not scared of anybody. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I know exactly what you mean. Even if you screamed and scratched and clawed to the bone, they'd just look right through you. You could bite them and draw blood, but they will never understand that you're just in pain. You speak a different language than them, Victor. We all have our own special language. You just need someone in your life who's willing to learn your ways. Someone who can understand the true meaning behind your actions. Is there no one in your life that speaks this language of yours?
Well, my Aunt Drusilla tries, but she's so controlling. She tries to punish me, but I don't really care what she does to me. She thinks she's helping, but she's just making it worse. She just doesn't understand me. No one does. No one tries. The only person who ever did was my mother. And you sound a lot like her, actually. But my father, he was different.
Oh?
Sometimes I wonder if he was, I don't know, embarrassed by me. Maybe he was scared of me. Scared of the things I do sometimes. When I'm angry. I just get so mad sometimes, and I feel like no one can hear me, even if I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. And I don't mean to hurt anyone, but people know how I am. They just ought to stay out of my way. They don't want to accept me. They want me to be just like them. But I'm not, Grey Lady. I just wonder if my father joined the Legion to get away from me or something.
No. Your father loved you so much, Victor.
And how do you know?
Because he and I were quite close. You were all he ever talked about.
What do you mean? How close?
We fought together on the battlefield. I loved him, and he loved me.
Oh.
And he also loved you, more than anything else. He told me how he wanted you to lead a long, healthy life, to be the best man you can be, a great warrior if you wanted, undefeatable. Is that something you would want, Victor? You may be young, but you're now in charge of yourself. You can make your own destiny. So, what do you say?
What are you asking me?
Turn your wrist in, like this. If you had the chance to live forever and be the greatest warrior that's ever lived, would you take it? You could be the richest, strongest, most loved man in the entire world.
How? What would I have to do?
Just trust me and let me guide you. Become a part of my family. Let me help you honor your father, Victor.
What are you?
What do you think I am?
Well, I don't think you're a ghost. And you're covered up as if you're a vampire or something.
You're very bright, Victor. It's true. I am a vampire. Do vampires scare you?
I already told you, I'm not afraid of anything, Grey Lady. And my father, he sent me a letter from Pompeii. He told me about the vampires he was fighting alongside. How some of them were heroes, but some of them were monsters. He told me to be wary of all of you. That none of you could be trusted.
No, he can't have said that. You must have misread the letter, my son.
I'm not your son. And that's just what he meant. He hated vampires. He hated you.
No, he hated what some vampires become. The dark vampires.
Dark vampires?
Yes. Vampires with broken hearts or minds. They stop feeding, sometimes resorting to feeding upon themselves. They eventually die from blood starvation, but the process can take years. If they do survive their heartbreak, they start to change. they become someone else. Their venom becomes dark.
Sounds like a dumb way to spend eternity. You can't even get your feelings hurt too badly, or you'll turn into a monster.
You sound like your father. What about being my familiar? All the power you could need without the venom. I think I would make a very good friend. A very powerful friend. And Marcus would have agreed. He would have wanted us to be friends. Won't you give me a chance, Victor?
Why should I? What good will it do me now?
Oh, being a part of the House of Kianja is a beautiful thing. No one can tell you what to do, where to go, when to sleep, what to eat. The world is yours. And you know the truth. You've seen it. Your father put his life on the line for everyone in Rome, including the vampires and werewolves who live in the city.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And do you think he would have spent all this time away from his son if he didn't believe in protecting the children of the Moon of Rome? He believed that we all deserve love and happiness, Victor. You deserve love and happiness.
What do you want from me, Grey Lady?
My name is Kianja, and I am the head of the Vampire Coven of Rome. I am the most powerful being you will ever meet. I want you to make a promise to me. Serve me as my familiar. Make a blood oath that you will protect the honor of the House of Kianja.
Blood oath? What's a blood oath? How is it done?
I will cut you, and you will cut me, and we will join our blood together. It will be painless. My blood will lengthen your life, make you strong, deadly. And soon you'll find you won't mind the sight of blood, or the sting of pain, or suffer the fear of dying. You'll acclimate to it. And if you decide you want to become like me, it will make your first bite intentional, sensational, a revelation, as if it was what you had waited for all your life. To serve the venom, to feed it.
Nah, a little bit of blood doesn't bother me one bit. Sounds like just another set of rules to follow. Nothing free about it.
Do this, and I will care for you for the rest of your life. You will be the happiest person in the world. I understand your needs, Victor. You have a special mind and a special heart. Imagine what you could do with more time to learn and train and grow. And when this is all over, you may reunite with your mother again in the Elysian fields.
My mother, Victoria. She was like an angel. She never made me feel sad or alone, and she forgave me when I failed her. I miss her so much. I wish I could be with her. So, you promise me I'll go to the fields and be with her again once I've done this for you? Fulfilled my blood oath? The gods will still want me? I'm not scared, to die. My father wasn't afraid either. He'll be there waiting for me too,
You can have whatever you want, Victor. Whatever the moonlight touches will be yours.
What about Drusilla? What happens to her?
What do you want to happen to her?
I guess I would have to say goodbye to her, won't I? Everything would be different, but I'll never want to be like you. The fields aren't for vampires,
We don't need them, my little one. We have the power to create our own field, where we plant our own seeds, till the land, wet it with blood, and watch it grow, just like the titans that created Elysium. When we reach our ascension, we will be the everlasting gods that will be worshipped and sacrificed to. Rome is our Elysian field. Is that something that might interest you? Absolute power?
I don't know. Is it like being a Vestal priestess? The virgins that get buried alive if they step out of line at the temple?
No. We have a code, but it's simple, and it is reasonable. We are like the honeybees, and I am the queen. As long as you protect me and your blooded brothers and sisters, you can fly freely.
And what if I want to become the king of the beehive?
Then, I will award you one chance. When you're strong and ready. Just as I have done for many other blooded children before over the last 3,000 years. But you must make it count, because it will be your only chance.
I don't know.
Then think of your father. He died by the razor-sharp claws of the African beast. A beast that is sworn to return to Rome one day to destroy us. Wouldn't you like to be ready? To be strong and powerful, so that you can cut down this beast yourself? Claim victory where your father faltered? Or will you leave the protection of the city to the vampires, as the humans have done for centuries? Do you want to be a part of the triumph return, or part of the crowd waving the victors along in the parade? Do not squander your chance at perfection.
If I become your familiar, will you agree to this one thing?
Name it, my son.
For the blood oath, I want the letter V cut into my face.
For Victor?
Victoria, for my mother. So they'll all know whose name I fight for. And who always fought for me. This way, she can always protect me.
Well,
So, Victor, are you looking forward to the games in your father's honor at the Flavian?
Oh, hello, Legatus. Where'd you come
The
from?
Emperor has quite a show in store. Aurora Beatrix, the immortal lioness, will be there.
Oh, yes, Aurora's awesome. Maybe one day I'll be a famous gladiator. And, how are you doing that?
What? Appearing out of thin air?
Yeah.
Best me in a duel, and I'll share with you my secret. Come on, raise your sword. Show me what Kianja has taught you. You must train relentlessly if you are to survive the arena.
Victor, seems like quite a handful. Was Akeem like this at his age?
no. My little Akeem was a prince. He was obedient, helpful, honest. He was the perfect little boy. I miss him so much. I can't believe I let it take hold of me. I made him do the unthinkable.
I'm sure he's still out there. He's just lost.
I've been watching him, Satoshi. This boy is troubled. He has a great deal of darkness inside of him. The instincts of an animal, emotionless, a feral spirit. I've never seen someone so young with so much hate in their heart. And I've seen many souls pass through this realm. I always knew Marcus was hiding something. He was so guarded about his son. Now I understand the real reason he wanted to protect him.
Well, Victor's still young. There's still time to right the ship. He'll come around. He's got you. That should be plenty, don't you think?
I hope you're right, Satoshi, but maybe it would be a mistake to swear the oath with him.
Well, you may regret it either way.
At least I'd still be able to keep Marcus's blood in my life. How do you like it? Being Dominic's familiar? Becoming a part of our blooded family?
I thought I would be ready for the effects of the essence. But nothing could have prepared me for it. I feel like I've been born again into the body I was meant to have. My soul feels complete. My mind is clear. My senses tingle with each waking moment. I can't put into words how much I love being truly alive. It was all worth it. And just knowing that your blood now courses along with mine has created a new sense of appreciation towards you and your family. The concept of loyalty has been redefined. I belong to this house. I can't imagine what the venom would do.
Perhaps one day we shall see. And Dominic? How is he treating you, Alchemist?
Exceedingly well. I have never thought of myself taking on the role of a steward, but I must say, I could not have found a better sire.
He plans to sire you? How soon?
Well, my body is already old, as Master Dominic tends to point out on a near-daily basis. I think he needs me to prove myself to him and the house, that I'm not just trying to obtain the materials needed to concoct the elixir of eternal life and flee to, sunnier pastures.
Well, that sounds like a very wise thing for him to do. You know, I wasn't exactly sold on you either, Satoshi. I don't like sneaks or secret keepers. As soiled as my relationship with Meng Yao the betrayer became in the end, I'll never truly forgive you for what you did to the poor girl.
What did your letter say, mistress? From the Jade Dragon?
I didn't read it. But I couldn't destroy it either. And I tried. I tried cutting it, burning it, eating it. But it won't die. So I buried it, outside the city. I don't believe the dead should speak. And I certainly don't believe in ghosts, like Victor seems to. Do you, Satoshi?
Whoa!
Ha! I got you, Legatus.
Beginner's luck.